Hi friends, my name is Micaiah Owens. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist, which means that the Board of Idaho Medicine recognizes me as your nutrition food expert. Today I wanted to talk to you about a specific topic that's been really popular amongst a lot of people. So what the topic is counting macros. This is going to be a two-part video because let's face it, nobody comes on social media to listen to somebody do a monologue that's 20 minutes long. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet today, give you a little bit of information about what macros are, what they do for our bodies. And then in my second video on this topic, I'm going to go over the macro diet and we're going to talk about what it looks like to follow a macro diet, and then I'm going to give you some pros and cons to help you decide, is it right for you? So if you're not familiar with macros, basically macros is a short term for macronutrient, which all of our foods are made up of one of the three major macronutrients. Now, it's important to remember that this is not micronutrients that we're talking about. Micronutrients are vitamins and minerals that are found in food, and this is macronutrients. So does anybody know what a macronutrient is? Can't hear you. You guessed it. It's carbs, protein, and fat. So all of our foods that we eat are made up of either a combination of these macronutrients, so a mutt, or you can be a purebred food, which is more a food that would be just like one of the three, so just protein or just carb or just fat. But a lot of foods are mutts. So a quick overview of each of the three macronutrients. Carbs. Carbs are, believe it or not, all of our produce. So that includes our veggies, our fruit, and then it also includes beans, legumes, grain products, and then all of our fun foods. Ooh, cake, muffins, those things, pastries. So when we choose foods that are carbohydrates, but that they're also high in fiber, they help keep us full. They help prevent colon cancer. They help regulate our bowel movements. Really good stuff. Carbohydrates are actually our body's main fuel source. So they are important. Say it with me. Carbs are important. Very good. Our second group in the macronutrients are protein. So this one is kind of an easy no-brainer to a lot of people. It's going to be our poultry, our meat, our eggs, seafood. But then some less commonly known ones are going to be beans and then also nuts and seeds. Protein is our building block. So they're like little Legos. They're made up of amino acids, which then are the building blocks to all of our cells. Protein can also help support a healthy metabolism. So it's really important to get into your diet. Fat is our last one. Fat is something that most people don't struggle with getting enough in their diet. It's going to be things like salmon, avocado, olives, olive oil, any full fat dairy products like yogurt, butter, any kind of cooking oil that you use. So fats, they help keep us full because it is the macronutrients that takes longest to digest in your stomach. And then also a really key thing about fat is it helps really support healthy hormones. So if you have some hormone problems, you can choose a healthy form of fat and it could help with that. So did you notice how some of the foods that I listed throughout the groups were in more than one category? Those are going to be your combination foods. So things like beans, nuts, seeds, those guys are all some of the combination foods where beans are protein, but they're also carbohydrate. Nuts are fat, but they're also protein. And then we have some of our other ones that are just carbohydrates, like fruit. So now you have a mini science lesson on what macronutrients are. Tune in next week, probably for the part that you want to hear about the actual macro diet. What does it mean to be on the macro diet? Why should I do it? Why should I not do it? And I'm going to help you decide, if it's best for you or not. If you learned something in today's video, please leave me a comment. If you have a question, leave me a comment. If you think you have a friend that might benefit from this topic, share my video with them. All right, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in a couple days for another video on teaching you the pros and cons of macros.